All right, I am here with AA today, who wanted to shorten his name for the purposes of anonymity. But it's been 5 months since our session. And my friend, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you can respond to them in as little detail or as much detail as you feel comfortable with. So the first question is, what issues were you trying to deal with when you came to me? What struggles were you having? And what was the specific issue solved from the session? And what has changed since the session? I'll let you respond to that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you some testimony from our session. So when I reached out to Jordan, the first initial thing that I was looking to tweak and tune up was having the confidence to let myself be myself around other people and feel comfortable with that. That's really what I've been trying to work on and fine tune, and just ever since I took this kind of path of self improvement, friends around me have noticed that I've been changing. So when you start meeting different friends over the years that you've known, and they kind of say you're a completely different person, just dealing with the fact that, okay, it's okay that I'm this different person, I'm this better version of myself, and just to kind of live in that.
Sure. So can you go into more detail on what was so you came to me, you were like, okay, I'm gonna decide to book a session with him because I'm struggling with like this.
Mhm.
So what was that?
So I had noticed that during a few interactions with mainly friends, but also strangers, if I was with friends, I didn't feel comfortable being as assertive as I am nowadays. I kind of started to fall back into my old type of kind of reserved, more introverted self. And there's nothing wrong with being introverted, but I know for me and where the path that I'm going, that I wanted to improve and work more on my social skills and being comfortable interacting with everyone, men, women, everybody, just for my career path as well as just personal wise. So when I started noticing that becoming a habit after the first few times, and then it becoming kind of like sprinkled here and there over a few months, I decided to reach out to Jordan to see if he could help me.
What were those feelings like when you were interacting with other people? How did you feel when that was going on?
Just like guilt, really, mainly was the overriding feeling. Just guilt that I'm this person, that I'm as assertive, or I'm this type of way now. That was mainly the thing that I was dealing with. And what Jordan came to help me realize was that it's okay to be me. It's okay to be confident and assertive and more masculine and more domineering almost. And it's okay to not feel bad, not be guilty that I'm this way, and not let anybody almost doing a double take at how I am now affect how I want to move in the future or in the present too.
Sure. So, what were your expectations going into the session, and what did you think afterward? And did the session meet your expectations?
So I had some experience with hypnosis before. I'd been to a few other guys, and they were great. But I've known Jordan a little bit for a little bit. So when he told me that he was starting to do hypnosis, I decided to reach out. I went in with no expectations really. I kind of knew what the process was already, but it highly met my expectations of what I thought could come from this process. The after effects have been long lasting. And if you want me to just go into that now, I can kind of
Yeah,
go into
sure.
that. So I've been taking higher steps in my career. I planned out how I wanted the summer months to go. I got two positions. I actually just got an email yesterday that I got one of the positions that I was looking for over the summer. And so that's pretty much my summer goal is completed. And now I'm just kind of working at those. I have a girlfriend, which is pretty recent. And I actually went to meet her family 2 weeks ago. They had never met me. They only heard about me, and it was just me and all of her extended family, and just dropped into this situation. And I knocked it out of the park. They loved me, and I've just felt completely comfortable just walking up, talking, making small talk, getting to know them, and letting them get to know me, and felt no type of guilt or fear or shame or anything like that. And it was just a really great feeling, to just be comfortable, you know.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And actually remember, do you remember what you texted me the night after we had our session? Remember that?
I think so. What?
So
Hmm.
I remember you texted me that same night. You sent me a message that you had gone
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
night and
yeah.
felt completely different. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that actually, that same night, I was just looking back at the text messages. I went out to my local bar by myself, um, which I had been doing, but I kind of was a little bit more introverted. I just moved to a new city, and the people that I've been comfortable with had left, um, due to summer vacation and things like that. But I just decided to go out by myself, and I was at the bar ordering a drink, and I looked over, and this blonde was looking at me, and I gave her a wink just because I was just like, I'm in the moment. What's the worst that could happen here? And she gave me a wink back, and then we started interacting, and then I got her number. Just feeling that kind of rush of confidence and just comfortability after the session. I just was easily able to kind of flow into what I knew I could do.
Yeah, that's really awesome. That's great to hear because that was like it's the immediate effects, right? It's not, it's you feel it immediately right after the session. So that's great
Mhm.
to hear. So, what would you say to someone who's maybe aware of me, who maybe slightly is aware of me, who's considering having a session?
Don't hesitate. Jordan's a great guy, and he's going to be very, very extremely helpful in guiding you through your hypnosis journey. He is able to unearth a lot of trauma and feelings that you might not even realize are there, when you were coming to him with your initial problem. My biggest thing would just don't hesitate, commit to the sessions, and get ready to dive deep into your subconscious.
That's great. I appreciate that. So or is there anything else you'd like to add before we go that you'd like to say?
Um, Invest in yourself. This is a smart investment into tapping into your subconscious to start to become your better self. Jordan, as I just said, is a great guy and a great guide into helping you untap your what's kind of holding you back. So just invest in yourself and look at this as you would look at any type of crypto stock or financial thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I think there's no higher investment than investing in yourself. Absolutely. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate your time and I'm happy to see you're doing well. So take care.
Thanks, buddy.